Hello, and welcome to the Mission Driven Business Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Thompson. I'm an attorney and certified financial planner who created a successful financial planning firm serving LGBTQ entrepreneurs. Now, I'm on a mission to help others build their own businesses with purpose and profit. On Mission Driven Business, you'll hear from diverse entrepreneurs and the people who support them. You'll get practical advice and a little motivation to help you build your own business with impact and profit, maybe even change the world. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mission Driven Business Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Thompson. And last episode, we talked about what your tax return is trying to tell you and the biggest trends that I'm seeing this filing season. If you listened to that episode, you probably had one of two reactions. Either, okay, that makes sense, or wait, I think I missed something. If that's you, you're not alone. Most business owners don't have a tax problem. They have a planning problem. So today, I want to walk you through how to actually prepare for next year's tax season without stress, the surprises, or the last-minute scramble. This is going to be a simple, practical, and actionable podcast. So let's get into it. First, we're going to shift your mindset. Before we talk about tactics, I want you to shift how you're thinking about taxes. Most people approach taxes as a once-a-year thing, done in a rush, and is very stressful. You file, you get through it, and you move on. So here's the shift. Taxes are not a once-a-year event. Taxes are a year-round strategy. Especially for my mission-driven business owners. Many of you are growing quickly, navigating variable income, and making values-based decisions with your money. So that means planning matters more. What I want to give you today is a simple system. 4 things to focus on that will make the biggest difference when you're planning for taxes for next year. 1, know your numbers. This is where everything starts. You've likely heard me say you can't change what you don't measure. If you don't know your revenue, your expenses, or your profit, everything else becomes a guess. I still see this all the time. Books that are not up to date, personal and business expenses that are mixed together, and unclear pictures of profitability. So step 1 is simple. Get your bookkeeping in order and review your numbers monthly. Not just at tax time. Get the monthly profit and loss, balance sheet, and reconciliation reports. When you know your numbers, you can estimate taxes more accurately, spot opportunities earlier, and make better overall decisions. Number 2, build a tax habit. If you're self-employed, making estimated taxes is a non-negotiable. And yet, this is where a lot of stress comes from. Instead of scrambling quarterly to find money, I want you to build a habit. Set aside a percentage of your income every month. I like to start with 15% of your gross revenue, and then you adjust up or down depending on your particular profit margin. The overall goal is consistency and setting aside money in a separate account so it's ready for use when you need it. Everything gets easier when you treat taxes as something you're setting aside regularly instead of reacting to. 3, plan around big levers. Now let's talk about some strategy. For business owners, there are a few key levers that I think will help your tax outcome. First, the SALT deductions. We talked about this in the last episode, but with changes to the SALT deduction, some of you may now benefit from itemizing or other new planning opportunities. But this only works if you're proactive. So think about all the state and local taxes that you pay, mortgage interests you have, and charitable contributions you make, since you may get a bigger benefit from those things now. Another one, retirement contributions. Your solo 401k, your SEP IRA are some of the biggest benefits that you get as a solo entrepreneur or business owner. These allow you to reduce your taxable income while building wealth at the same time. You can contribute during the year or even after you've seen your year-end figures, so take advantage of it. Next, health insurance and HSA contributions. I had a new client realize that her previous tax preparer wasn't deducting her self-employed health insurance for multiple years. That was thousands of dollars left on the table. Additionally, an HSA is one of my favorite money-saving vehicles. It's the only one that offers triple tax savings. You get a deduction for your contributions, that money grows tax-free, and you can withdraw that money tax-free if you use it for medical expenses. The savings from these vehicles can add up quickly, so they need to be part of your plan, not an afterthought. The key takeaway here, you don't need every strategy. You just need the right ones for you, and then use them consistently. Planning step 4, schedule a mid-year tax check-in. This might be the most important step for your planning. A lot of people wait until February, March, and April to start thinking about their taxes. The problem with that is that there's not much you can do about the numbers at that point. Instead, I want you to schedule a mid-year tax check-in, somewhere around June or July. I have a few podcast episodes on how to do a mid-year check-in, but the short summary involves asking yourself, how is my income tracking? Am I on pace with my tax payments? And are there opportunities I should act on now? This one meeting can prevent surprises, penalties, and missed opportunities. So if we zoom out, here's what this looks like in practice. Again, know your numbers, set aside tax money consistently, focus on a few key strategies, and then check in mid-year. That's it. Not complicated, but incredibly effective. Here's the one thing I want you to do after you listen to this episode. Pick one of those areas to improve on this month. Not all 4, just one. Maybe it's cleaning up your books, setting aside a tax savings account, or scheduling a mid-year check-in. Small, consistent improvements are what actually reduce stress over time. If you found this helpful, share it with another business owner, especially someone tired of feeling surprised at tax time. The goal here isn't just to file your taxes. It's to build a system that supports your business, your growth, and your life. Thanks for being here, and as always, keep building your mission-driven business. Until next time. Don't miss an episode by subscribing to Mission Driven Business on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other listening platform. Thanks for listening. Until next time.